Hey, what's up? My name is Tyson Brown and I want to welcome you to Tyson's Fitness Tips podcast. This is Australia's top health and fitness podcast to help you lose weight, look good with your shirt off, feel confident in your body, and finally achieve the goals you want with your health and fitness. So 5 days a week, I'm going to be giving you top information from myself and also from leading experts in the field so you know everything you need to do to get in the best shape of your life. From nutrition to mindset to workout, everything is covered in this podcast and you need to go nowhere else. So like I said, it's going to be 5 days a week, Monday to Friday, in your ears with quick, actionable segments that you can implement straight away, because the most important thing is that you can put these things into play. Also, if you listen all the way to the end of the episode, you're going to get 2 special gifts that you can download upon listening to it. So make sure you listen all the way to the end to get those free gifts, okay? So let's get into the episode. What is up, guys? It's been a while. It's pretty dark here, but I thought it'd be a good choice to do this one anyway, since it's been a while. And I was like, you know what? I just need to suck it up and get it out here. Because I was thinking the other day, hey Kanye, how you doing? I was like, I don't know. I was just like, man, I've been lazy the last couple of days. I said I wanted to do lives as often as possible. And I kind of just started getting lazy. And I'm like, you know what? Got to be consistent. Got to talk about what I say to my clients when it comes to nutrition, when it comes to working out, all those things. You got to be consistent. So I'm like, fuck this. I'm getting back into it. What's up, Kanye? So today, I got a good question that came on my post earlier on today, and it was about pre-workouts, right? So there's people like, oh, you know, should you be taking pre-workout? Because I said the best are the supplements you should not buy. And I said mass gainers, BCAAs, and one more. Mass gainers, BCAAs. Can't remember what the other one was, but pretty much I told people not to buy those ones. Now I can't even remember what I'm telling people not to buy. And then a question came on, was like, what's your opinions on pre-workout? And it was a really good question because my opinion has changed over time. I used to be really against pre-workout. I used to be like, no, you should not do pre-workout. It's a waste of your money, you know, blah, like, and I'm thinking about all these things. But then I thought it does have its time and its place. And I personally use pre-workout occasionally, not every day, depending on how I feel. Because sometimes I might, for whatever reason, just have a shitty sleep and I'm like, you know what? I need something to pick me up that's stronger than a coffee, and that's when I reach for the pre-workout. Hey, Barry. And sometimes I just reach for the coffee. So it's really going to depend on, like, yourself, your tolerance to caffeine, because the lower tolerance you have, the more you've got to be careful with pre-workouts. And also, like, if you actually want to spend the money on it. So the first thing I want to say is a lot of pre-workouts are just overhyped caffeine pills. That's all they are. They put in all this extra shit that you just don't need. You can read these ingredients and be like, what the hell does this mean? Like, why do I need tingly skin with beta-alanine? You don't. Why do you need alpha GPC? You don't. There are a lot of things in there that cost a lot of money to make this pre-workout, when really all you need basically is the caffeine hit. So if you're looking just for that like little pick-me-up, try a double espresso. Every time I feel like I need something with a good kick, I will go and get a double espresso. I'll either make one at home and just put 2 espresso shots in, or I'll go down to the local coffee shop and I'll go order a double piccolo. Actually, it won't even be double espresso. It'll be double piccolo because it's a little bit of milk, and I like that little bit of milk. Hey, Nicole. So, actually, you know what? Let's put this here. Talking about pre-workouts. Pin that post. Okay, so when it comes to Red Bull and Rockstar, Kanye, what I would say is you want the sugar-free version. Again, if that's what's going to get you up and going into the gym, then have it, because it all depends on what's going to get you going. Like, if people are like, oh, you know, coffee just doesn't do it for me, I need something stronger, then you're probably going to need a pre-workout. If you wake up feeling really tired, like I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and I train at 4:30, right? Some days a coffee does it. Some days I'm like, you know what, I had a shitty sleep and I'm going to need more than a coffee, and that's when I reach for a pre-workout. That's when I have a scoop, and it's got like 250, 300 milligrams, but man, fucking am I flying by the time I get to gym at 4:30. I crush my workout and I'm good for the rest of the day. And if you need that kick, if you need something stronger than coffee and you train in the morning, then having a good pre-workout is what's good. Because another benefit of pre-workout is it's actually going to get you get up, get moving, go to the gym. Like, if you take a pre-workout, you're not just going to sit at home and do nothing. You're going to be like, well, shit, I've had a pre-workout now. I need to get up. I need to get moving. So it's a good incentive if you're someone who's not motivated. Like, if you just go up, you go and get a drink, like you go and put some pre-workout, you drink it, guess what? You're going to want to get up and you're going to want to start moving, okay? So think about that. Now, when it comes to Rockstar, Red Bull, all those things, all those energy drinks, they do the same thing. They have caffeine in there. They're fine to have, as long as they're sugar-free. Like if you got sugar in them, obviously you wouldn't be having it. And if they're doing it for you, if that's what's going to help you get into the gym, then absolutely. But the thing you got to be careful with pre-workouts is the amount of caffeine in it. Like, you can get caffeine, you can get pre-workouts with like 400, 500, 600 milligrams of caffeine. And to put that in perspective, 100 milligrams of caffeine, hey vanilla, 100 milligrams of caffeine is one coffee, right? So 600 milligrams of caffeine in this one little scoop of pre-workout, that means you're having the equivalent of 6 cups of coffee, okay? So 6 cups of coffee, which is usually 250 mil, I'm pretty sure, roughly. 1 cup, yeah, 1 cup of coffee, 250 mil. So you're having 6 of those in a condensed little fucking powdered form. What do you think that's gonna do to your body? You are gonna get hit hard and you are gonna be fucking wired. And you're gonna know if you're a low responder or a high responder. If you're like me and you're highly sensitive to caffeine, if you have like anything after, let's say 2 o'clock, you aren't going to bed. And if you aren't going to bed at night, that's even a worse problem. So if you're a low responder though, like my dad, who can have a coffee before he goes to bed, he goes, nah, I'm gonna have a coffee now. I'm like, Dad, it's like 9:30 at night. He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna have one before I go to bed. He's a low responder. He can have coffee and go to bed. So you've got to figure out which you are, because if you're looking for a pre-workout in the afternoon before you, like, after work, and you're taking 300-400 milligrams of caffeine, that takes a long time to clear out of your system. Caffeine has a half-life of 8 hours. That means 8 hours after you have that caffeine, hey Sandra, 8 hours after you have that caffeine, guess what? You've still got half of that amount. So if you train at, let's say, 4 p.m. in the afternoon, and you're going to bed at 12 p.m., that's 8 hours later. I mean, you're going to bed at 12 a.m. That's 8 hours later. You still have, let's say you had 600 mils, you still have 300 milligrams of caffeine in your body at 12 a.m. at night. 300 milligrams. That's still 3 coffees worth in your fucking body. And you wonder why it's going to be interfering with your sleep. So if that's happening to you, if you're having shitty sleep because you're having afternoon caffeine, that's what you want to cut back on. And that's why you probably want to have coffee or something with less caffeine in it. Because otherwise it can really fuck you up. There is no point in having a pre-workout if it's affecting other areas of your life. If you're having bad sleep, definitely don't want to be having a pre-workout. If you're going to be, if it makes you feel jittery for the rest of the day and like you can't focus or anything, probably don't want to be having a pre-workout. But if you're like me, you like to train in the morning, having a pre-workout's fine. If you like to train before 12 o'clock, having a pre-workout's fine. If you're someone who has low sensitivity caffeine, and you can go and pretty much crush a workout, have some caffeine. If you can have a coffee before you go to bed, then you can have pre-workout. But it's not bad, it's not good. I just see it for like the benefits, depending on what type of the cost. Obviously the cost is one thing. I like the taste of coffee. And pre-workouts, they can get addicting. Like you can turn it kind of like into a ritual where you're like, every time you go to work out, you're like, man, I need to have a pre-workout every time I go to work out. And that can be detrimental to you. So you've also got to think about that. Like if you're easily addicted to something, you don't want to get addicted to pre-workouts. Because myself, this is why I have to do caffeine cuts, because I get too addicted. And it's not me being addicted to pre-workouts, it's me being addicted to coffee, like having 4 or 5 a day type thing. I'm like, fuck, like, I know it's affecting my sleep, I know it's affecting everything else. So it's like, well, that's my detriment, like that's my fault, because I've just got that addicting personality. So you've got to figure out for you, is it worth it? So you can either have coffee, you can have pre-workouts, you can have energy drinks, you can have anything with caffeine in it, as long as you know what the risks are. And the risks for you is either over-consuming too much, not being able to sleep, fucking up your sleep, not getting as much gains, which is detrimental, which you don't want to do. It can be obviously just having you kind of like now, like not being able to focus properly. If you have like a bunch of pre-workout, it can be making you push too hard. And hey Andrew, how you doing, mate? So there are a lot of benefits, there's a lot of positives, there's also a lot of negatives. But for you, it's really your choice. I would say it's not an essential must-have supplement, but if you want to buy it, you have some spare money and you think a pre-workout's going to help you, great. But remember, pre-workout isn't going to give you any extra benefit compared to what you would usually get. So like, it doesn't give you extra gains. Yeah, coffee for the win, Barry. Pre-workout doesn't give you any extra gains or anything like that. It just has more caffeine, which is going to allow you to push through your session. And one question you ask yourself is like, if you're relying on pre-workout every single day for a workout, you're probably fucking burnt out. You probably just need to relax a little bit. Like, you actually need to take some time off, because that's probably the biggest thing. If you're like, oh man, like I need to have my pre-workout, otherwise I can't work out, like you're either pushing yourself way too hard in the gym, you're either training for too long, or you need to get better sleep. Because I will have pre-workout, but I will not have it every day. Maybe once or twice a week type of thing. I had a pre-workout this morning. because it was a big legs day and I had a shitty sleep last night. Yesterday I had caffeine, so pardon me. I mean, yesterday I had coffee. So it's all going to depend on you, okay? So just think about that. It's not an essential thing, but it can help if you need it. Some of my clients take it, some don't take it. Some drink coffee like me. I like to drink coffee more than anything because it just tastes good too, you know? You get a double piccolo, fucking tastes amazing. Anyways, guys, that's the video today. I am back. I'm glad that I can do this 10-minute video. Want to get back to the daily life, so hopefully I'll be able to tune in every single day, depending on what time. If you guys have any questions in the meantime, hit me up, let me know, and I'll speak to you in the next episode. See ya. Oh, wait. Yes, so true, Barry. It has a fucking long... But same as coffee, too. Pre-workout and coffee can be the exact same. And the worst thing about pre-workout is you can have a big crash afterwards and you feel like shit. Okay, speak to you guys next time. Hey, thanks for listening to the podcast. I really appreciate it. So now you've listened all the way to the end. That means you get some free goodies. So what you can do is you've got two different options, or you can take them both. I've got an intermittent fasting cheat sheet and a high protein 20 recipe meal guide designed specifically for you in your situation. These meal plans and this intermittent fasting guide is designed to help you burn stubborn belly fat and get in the best shape of your life. So all you have to do is go to the show notes, click on the download link, and they'll get sent straight to your email address. It's as simple as that. They're completely free. They're going to help you transform your body. So go to the show notes now and download your free guides, and I'll speak to you in the next episode.